I want this to be in the video starting right now. We're going to Rochambeau. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 and show. And whoever fucking loses has to start it. All right?
What are
One.
we doing?
Said
Rock, paper, scissors.
Gotcha,
on
gotcha.
3.
All right.
1, you got to hide your hand and show on 3.
Oh, all right.
And whoever loses starts the video. 1, 2, 3. So scissors cut paper. So you're out. But paper covers rock. So I'm out. So it's between me and you.
All right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You start us off, fool.
All right. Welcome to the Gentleman's Podcast. And I'm Daniel.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Isaac.
How y'all fucking doing? Isaac, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about discipline.
What about discipline?
Well, a lot of people have, they get confused with motivation and discipline. They kind of go hand in hand, but they're two separate things.
Yeah, very separate things.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. Discipline is more so you just making sure you fucking do it. You know, motivation is, that's like, I want it. It's something there that's like, you just want to have it. You got to have it. Something is there motivating you to get that.
Yeah, discipline is like you already have it in you.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's people that are disciplined and there's people that have no discipline. I don't think that's something you can be taught. I don't think it's something you get from your parents or your grandparents or your friends. You just, like, you got that shit in your heart, you know?
I think it could be grown into you. Because there are times too where you're not really motivated, but then you see shit and then you want to get motivated. And then discipline. There's times where you're like, man, fuck this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna do shit. But
Yeah,
then
you
you gotta
see like
wake up and you're like, no, I know what I got to.
Yeah, you see like an influencer or somebody on YouTube, and then it gives you motivation to go and do that. Yeah.
But the discipline, that's in you, but it can also be built into you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe like you can see shit, you see other people doing it, and you're like, man, fuck, I've been lazy. I've been a lazy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck this shit. Let me get on my shit.
Wouldn't that be another form of motivation?
It is a form, but you gotta be disciplined to keep it going.
Well, what's something in your day-to-day life that you're disciplined about?
Making sure I fucking get up on time to do the shit that I need to do.
Okay.
Like as far as getting up and taking my kids to school on time,
Yeah.
you gotta be disciplined to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like you can be that parent that's like, man, fuck this. I'll wake up an hour early, an hour later.
Fuck them kids.
Exactly. You could be that person. But nah, in order to keep that consistency going, you gotta stay disciplined.
What about you?
Yeah, I like what you both are saying. I agree.
Fuck them
100.
kids.
Fuck them, man. They gotta figure their own shit out.
They gotta go.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that make it big have that moment where they see something, they're like, that's fucking it. That's it. They could be lazy for a long time and they're like, that's fucking it. But it's also like in them. They could see it and be like, no, I feel it. It's something that I want to do and I feel it within myself and I have to hold myself accountable.
I think it's a lot easier when you figure out what your purpose is. Like, not a lot of people know what their purpose is. Some people just live their life 9 to 5. They go to work. They take care of their family. They go to sleep. They wake up. They do it all over again. And their life doesn't really have any purpose. They just kind of fucking make money and pay bills and take care of their family and that's it. I think you have to figure out what your purpose is, what your your goals and ambitions and everything, and it makes it a lot more easy to be disciplined, you know?
Yeah. But anyone could say, hey, I want to be the next YouTuber.
We did. We are.
Yeah, we are.
What's up?
But we gotta, in order to keep doing this shit, we gotta stay disciplined.
Yeah.
We can't be that lazy motherfucker that's like, nah, I ain't fucking doing it.
What's something in your day-to-day life that you're disciplined on?
Well, almost like him. It's just a family thing. It's just a lot of moments where I'm like, man, I just want to fucking chill. But
Dude,
no, I gotta.
Mine is getting fucking jacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I know exactly what you mean. I'm a gym rat, bro.
I'm very disciplined on going to the gym. It's become a hobby though, but I'm like today, for instance. So I got a new phone. I showed you my new iPhone. So I set my alarms for the first time on the iPhone, and they didn't go off. I don't fucking know why, but I suck at the iPhone. Obviously, my Android alarms went off every day. I had no problem waking up. But when I set my iPhone alarms, so I ended up sleeping till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which I'm usually already at the gym by 3. So as soon as I woke up and I looked at my phone, I was like, fuck, I overslept. And my first thought was, I'll just skip it. I'll just take another rest day because I didn't go to the gym yesterday. So I was like, I'll just skip it. I'll take another rest day. And then as soon as I got out of bed and I put my clothes on and shit, I was like, no, fuck that. Gotta go. Gotta go. At least if I go. And so one thing I do, it's kind of a little trick to stay disciplined or motivated, whatever you want to call it. I fucking lie to myself. I trick my brain. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I heard somebody talking about it once and I started implementing it into my life, especially with the gym. When I don't feel like going, I tell myself, we're just going to go and we're going to do one exercise and then we're going to leave.
Interesting.
And so I'll go to the gym and my mind is like, yep, we're just going to do one exercise and then we're going to bounce. We're going to get out of here. But then by the time I do that one exercise and I see myself in the mirror and I'm getting a pump and I'm kind of getting warmed up and I'm in that atmosphere, it goes away.
It goes away, yeah.
And then I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm already here, you know? So like sometimes when I go to work, I do the same thing because there's days where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go to work. You know, I just want to stay home or whatever. So I'll trick myself. I'll tell myself, you know what? I'll go to work for a couple of hours and then I'll go home. And then by the time I get to work and I work those couple of hours, I'm like, well, you know, I'm already there. I'm already invested in the gas and the time it took me to get there and everything. I might as well just stay. And then I end up staying the whole 10-hour shift and I feel better about myself when I do that.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I've had days like that too.
And that's one thing that's helped me stay consistent and I think stay disciplined, you know? But also like I think about it in everything I do, like whether it's the gym, whether it's my job, whether it's working on things around the house, whether it's anything, I think like there's people out there that I need to make proud. Whether that's my dad, my mom, my siblings, my nephew, friends, and like I need to fucking make people proud. And so I'm like, I don't want to be a lazy piece of shit, you know?
For me, it's I gotta pay the bills.
But you got kids and a wife too that you want them to be proud of you, so they don't, you know, you got to stay on top of your shit.
Stay on top of that.
You know, so that helps a lot too.
Hell yeah.
If you got nobody to not show off for, but like you know,
it's support. You got to support, and they rely on you. Yeah. So if you don't do what you got to do, then it's gonna fuck everything up.
What helps me out is like if I have a bunch of honeydews and I'm like, fuck. I start thinking about it. Well, I got to drive this. How long is that going to take me? This and that.
What's that?
Honeydews?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, go do this. Honey, go do that.
Shit, I ain't got that.
You don't have to worry about that. You know what's up. So
revert back to our last episode where we talk about my lonely single life.
It's a good one too. I try not to even think about it. It's just like, oh, put my shoes on and just start.
So you're like your wife's personal slave?
Yes, technically.
Damn.
You gotta do it.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that to you.
It's a
hey,
no pun intended.
Yeah. It's life.
It's things you got to do for your family.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of errands and shit.
I mean, I got to do that shit for my dogs. Does that count? Like, I got to feed and water.
Yeah. They rely on you. So you got to continue to do what you got to do. Stay disciplined. Getting what you need for them, for you.
Yeah. When did you guys figure out, like, when did you start to become disciplined? Because I really didn't start to become disciplined in my life until maybe, I want to say like 6 years ago, right before I bought my house, because discipline really helped me buy my house. Just the discipline to like save money. But I really didn't become disciplined about my whole life until I'd say like maybe 3 years ago.
Is there
So I was about 25.
Well, for me, I became disciplined, or I started becoming disciplined when I started realizing after fucking graduating high school, I was like, man, fuck, how long do I want to be here with mom and dad?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I gotta fucking be on it. Got my job.
When did you move out?
Fuck.
Like, how old were you?
I was my first time moving out.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, okay. So younger than me. I moved out at 23.
I moved out at 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 20, I got my first apartment.
That's hard to do nowadays, though, especially in California where we live. It's hard to move out of your parents' place. I know a lot of people, man, that are, some people are 40 and still live at home.
That's crazy.
Fucking losers, dude. And they got man titties and all kinds of shit, and they still fucking mooching off mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with how fucked up the economy and everything is now.
I think it also has to do with discipline, though, dude. Yeah, like, if you want something bad enough, bro, the fucking sky is the limit, and there's nothing that will stop you. Literally.
True.
That's how I look at it, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I know some people are gonna watch this and be like, oh, he's fucking lost his mind and he thinks he's all this and that. But I promise you, one day I'm gonna fucking have everything. I'm gonna be fucking rich. I know it.
That's what I believe too myself.
If I tell myself that, dude, every fucking day, it's gonna happen. It has to happen.
You just got to put the emotion behind it as well. It's not just the thought; it's the feeling, or it's even more than that. It's imagining yourself already being rich.
I always knew
if you can feel it, then everything's gonna manifest towards you.
Yeah, I always knew when I was younger that I was gonna be further ahead in life than my other peers, that people that were my age, and so far that's held true. I got my driver's license before everybody that was my age. I fucking graduated high school earlier than everybody that was my age. I fucking got out of my parents' house and bought my own house and had a career before everybody else that, was my age. My next goal is I want to fucking retire before everybody else. So if everybody else is retiring at, 60 and 65, my ass is going to be retired at fucking 45, 50, maybe 55.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be retired early. All you fuckers are partying now and living it up. And I see all my friends, dude. They're going to fucking concerts and just doing all this cool shit. And yeah, I feel bad about myself. I'm like, damn, I don't really do anything. But I make a lot of fucking money. And I buy a lot of shit that I fucking want.
Yeah.
And I know, dude, I know it in my fucking heart that when I'm fucking 40 and everybody's like just getting done partying and shit and trying to settle down, my ass is gonna be fucking, I'm just gonna be kicking it, dude.
Right.
I'm just gonna be fucking living life easy, money in the bank.
I think that's a good thing that you did at a young age. You had like this unofficial challenge with other people.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm watching what you're doing. I'm gonna be above and beyond.
It's gonna sound horrible, bro, but it's the fucking
coming
truth.
From you.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be fucking horrible.
I truly fucking believe that I am better than everybody else. I really do. In my fucking heart. I see people and what they're doing. I'm like, I'm fucking better. I'm faster. I'm stronger. It's so cocky and fucking arrogant. But it's like, that's how I have to be.
So how do you prevent it from being that way?
Well, I try not to come off that way. Like I try not.
Yeah. How do you do like confident? Let's just not call it cocky, because a lot of people have a negative view of cocky people. So you're really confident in yourself.
Yeah.
So I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I kind of get where you're going with it. I don't know, man. I like you said before, I make it an unofficial challenge. Mm-hmm. So if I see somebody that has something that I don't have, I don't get jealous. I don't get fucking upset.
That's what it was. Humble. How do you stay humble?
I don't know. I don't stay humble. Like, I think it's fucking good, man, to brag about the shit that you have and boast about it. And if you got money, let it be fucking known that you got money. Especially if you fucking worked for it and it wasn't handed to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the culture that we're in is everybody's like, you need to stay humble and you need to stay...
so you think it's a culture thing?
Yeah, dude. I think if you fucking worked for it and you earned it, you have the right to fucking brag about it. You don't have to be humble.
I have a story about that.
Okay.
So, I was able to buy myself a Tesla, and I was really happy about it, proud about it. But I'm really humble, so I never showed it off to anyone.
Okay.
I kept it to myself. Well, during the pandemic, fucking got furloughed, and
Yeah.
I ended up losing the car. I got it.
Shit happens.
The shit happens. But then I look back and I'm like, fuck. I don't have it. I never took any pictures of myself in it
Yeah, yeah.
or on it. Nothing.
You don't really have any fucking proof of it.
Yeah. So I don't have any proof of it.
If
And
you
looking
go-
back at it, I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I would have been a little more, like,
If-
I don't know, proud of it. Just,
It's
but I
like-
just kept.
It's like an accomplishment in a way.
Yeah. It was like an accomplishment. I didn't want to like show off or anything like that. But
Well, put it this way, bro. If you go to the gym every fucking day for 6 months so you could get a fucking six pack and no one ever sees it, what's the fucking point?
yeah.
Yeah, you're going to feel really good about yourself when you look at yourself. And yeah, your body is healthy, so you'll probably live a longer life and you'll just feel better in general. But you're never going to show it off. You're never going to show what you fucking struggled and worked for. Fuck that. You went to the gym every day. You fucking worked for it. Everybody else has to look at it. If they don't want to look at it, fucking look away. Keep scrolling if it's online, whatever. But if you fucking earned it, show that shit off.
I need another example because I would never do that since I'm married.
I think a perfect example is, like you said, your Tesla. You should have drove it, dude. You should have taken pictures of it. You should have flexed on it. You fucking earned it. You spent hard fucking time, dude, and dedication and money and fucking. You had to wake up and go to work every day to go fucking buy that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So why not show it off? Why not let everybody see that you have a fucking Tesla?
It's interesting.
But also, you can't, like me. I don't have a Tesla. I mean, I got a couple of Harleys that I'm proud of, but I also got a fucking beat up 2013 Toyota Corolla. I don't let that fucking stop me if a girl wants to go out on a date. Let's go, baby. Get in my fishbowl. It ain't got no fucking tint on the windows.
But this is where everything changes, because the culture is going to change on my side. Because if we show off, bad things happen.
Why?
Because it's just something about being black and fucking showing that shit off in front of other black people like that. Motherfuckers going to try to take that shit from you.
Like rob you?
Hell yeah. Your ass will get robbed. Your ass will get fucking killed or anything for that shit. But that's in my culture.
So is it like
so for me, and my take is I've always been humble. I've never been the type to.
What about all the other black people that are
most of it is
like rappers and
haters are gonna fucking hate for real, and they're gonna come after you.
Yeah.
So I've never been the person to really show off and shit. So I've never been that type. Even though, yeah, I had I had nice cars and all that shit, and I go out, like I'd enjoy driving it or whatever, and going to the car shows and shit. But I never looked at it as, well, I'm just gonna go out and like fucking show my shit off.
I think there's a big difference too, and I guess how you brag about it and how you show off, like
because you will get caught slipping.
Yeah,
just like wearing
and you will
that shit. And you're showing you're flossing.
You will look like an asshole, and a lot of people will lose respect for you if they're like, "Oh, all he does is brag about how much money he makes. Oh, all he does is brag about his fucking Tesla." And so you will come off as an asshole if you do too much of it and you rub it in people's faces. But also, those aren't your fucking people. That's what I've learned.
And those are the people that are.
Those aren't your people. If you're if people are
some of the closest people will fuck you over too.
But if you're bragging about the shit that you have and the people around you are getting offended or getting jealous or whatever, those aren't your fucking people, because those people don't have what you have. They're fucking on a lower frequency than you. You need to be around people that are actually doing better than you, or doing the same thing as you. You're never, like, if you're a fucking race car driver and you're always fucking winning, you're never going to get any faster. The only way you're going to get faster is if there's somebody fucking ahead of you that you got to figure out, how do I catch up to him?
Yeah.
And I do that shit in silence. It's because the people ahead of you are the people that want to keep you down.
Yeah, some of them, bro.
For me, most of the people that were ahead of me always been against me.
But are you talking about just blacks?
Everything, blacks, whites.
But you're not secluded to your own people. Me and you
No,
kick it.
I know. But I'm just saying,
You're my people.
yeah, you're my people for sure. But I'm just saying, like, in my life, most of the time, the people that are ahead of me are the people who are against me. They never been for me. They're the people trying to.
And I think that's just
Instead of like, hey,
yeah. Hey, come up with me. I'm gonna bring you.
I think that's
I gotta fucking break the.
I think that's a blessing.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a blessing, especially if they show those colors to you. You want people that are gonna help you, dude. If I got a friend that's a millionaire, I want that motherfucker. I don't want him to help me and give me $1 million. I want you to show me how you became a millionaire. I want you to teach me what you did so I can fucking do it. And I use that in the gym all the time, bro. I go to the gym and there's people that are way bigger than me. They're natural. They're not on steroids. They're just putting in the work, you know? And I don't get fucking jealous. I don't get upset with myself. Oh man, how is he so big and how does he look so good? And I don't. I just go to that motherfucker and I'm like, show me what you do. Because I want my fucking arms to look like that. I want my fucking shoulders to look like that. Yeah. Show me what you do. Teach me. You know? And you can use that in every aspect of your life. How did you get that house? How did you get that truck? How did you get those fucking Harleys? You know?
Yeah.
Show me how you did it.
Yeah. And that's the way I've been. I could say towards most people, if they would vouch, that I've been that kind of person too, who's been trying to help people come up. You know?
Yeah.
Teach people. And I know I've always wanted to be that person that you can always come to if you needed help or something. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be like that too. It's interesting that I never really viewed it that way. What you had said.
You say it's interesting that you.
Because everything is interesting. I take when you guys are talking, I'm
I've
literally
looked back at some of our older videos, and I want to do a counter on our videos of how many times Isaac says it's interesting that you say that.
Dude, I'm gonna create a little logo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, on our video, create a little Isaac it's interesting counter.
That's hilarious.
It's all right. There's probably some shit that if you did a how many times Alex says fuck counter,
I can't imagine.
We're already up in the thousands, bro.
That's funny.
Anyways, what was interesting?
I don't know how interesting that was, but yeah, do you think black people are keeping other black people by like the guys and women that decided like steal other people's shit? Are they trying to keep them humble? Like, hey, remember where you came from? Nah, none of that showing off shit.
I think it is.
I got a question off the topic of all of it. Do you, as a black man, think that black people are oppressed?
Not all.
Like, just in today's day and age, are black people still oppressed?
Not all.
I know this is a touchy ass subject.
No.
What do you mean some? Like, how is there some?
It's more so.
Do you feel like you, as a black man and you're black people, do you guys have the same rights and privileges and everything that a white guy does or a Mexican guy or?
No, not. I mean, to a certain extent, yes.
I mean, hey, me and you work at the same place. We make the same money.
Make the same money, but we gotta be real now.
Okay.
How many blacks are in your company, as opposed to everything else? You can actually count.
I've never counted.
If you actually count, you can count. You would see.
Do you think that's on purpose? Or do you think that's just because maybe there's not as many black people that went to school to do what we do?
It's not always on purpose.
No?
No. I believe that,
I'll tell you there's educated. There's a lot more black people that are firefighters than there are white people. Because they hire more black people.
I would like to see that. Statistics.
There is. They hire more black people. It's, black people actually don't have to test as high on their scores to get in.
I didn't even know that.
They have a lower testing score to get in to the fire academy.
I didn't know that.
Why is that?
Because they get an incentive and they have to equal opportunity and everything. They have to show that they're hiring just as many or more black people.
Like a
minority rule. So you don't have a lot of black people that want to become firefighters and cops, and especially cops, right? So it's I don't want to say it's easy or you guys don't get special treatment, but there are certain things that you guys get some leeway on, you know? And I'm not for it or against it. I just think everybody should have the opportunity. And if you score better than me, you should get in. And if you score the same as me, it shouldn't be based on our color. You know,
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but it is. I know it is.
Okay, so that's my next.
I recognize it is. Yeah.
Okay, so you do recognize that.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
not
for
blind
sure.
to it.
No, I'm not blind to it. I don't agree with it.
All right.
You know.
Yeah, but I'm always been the person that's you got to work for it regardless of your color, and that's me. That's who I am.
Yeah.
I've been a hustler my whole fucking life, and I feel like I earned my way. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel
Like nothing was given to me. I had to fucking earn my shit. And everywhere I went, I had to work harder than just about everybody.
you don't work harder than me at our job.
Well, probably not now.
Nah, you actually do. You put in a lot of overtime,
Put
bro.
in a lot of work.
Put in a lot.
I know
but
I
you
do.
gotta, like we talked about last episode, man. You got a lot of puppies at home. You got a whole fucking baseball team to take care of.
I do, but
So I know you soak up that
but
OT.
even then, with that, I've always worked harder.
Yeah, that's something to be really proud of. You know, and one day when your kids are full grown, they're gonna realize that.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't want to say like, oh, I have to do extra all the time, but sometimes I feel like if I don't do enough, I don't feel good about myself.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
I totally feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, man? Do you feel oppressed, like in your day to day life, and like, what you're not Mexican though? What's your background?
No, I'm Colombian.
Colombian. You guys ain't fucking oppressed.
No, we're good. We're good. But as a Hispanic male, I've been pretty lucky where I haven't had to deal with any of that. And I've lived in like many different cities around black people, white people, Hispanic people, mixed, Asian. So I've never had to deal with that, any kind of like racism or any kind of shit. So I've been really, really lucky. But I've heard other people's stories. So I know, like, because I'm pretty empathetic. So I'm able to like hear the stories and feel for them. And it sucks. But I've been lucky enough where I don't have to deal with that or worry about that.
I don't think this is just my viewpoint, so you guys might disagree with me. Everybody watching this might disagree with me. I personally don't think anybody is oppressed. We had a fucking black president for 8 years. There's black people and Mexican people and Asians and white people and people of all different cultures and races that fucking play sports on TV and are making billions, millions of dollars. How is there any fucking oppression? It's all just what you fucking want and what you work for. Like, sure, some things aren't fair. Some people don't get things handed to them on a fucking silver spoon. But life's not fair. Not fair for fucking anybody of any color. So I don't see oppression. I don't see it that way. Like, if you're living in a city where you feel oppressed and you feel like you're not getting what you deserve, fucking move.
That's easier than done, man.
It is easier said than done, but no one's got a gun to your head. No one's telling you can't move. No one's telling you can't get a better job.
Well, sometimes you don't even know that that's a possibility or opportunity. Like, for example, the job that we work at. Like, I didn't even know that was an actual thing people
I
did,
didn't
you
either.
know?
No.
So it's like the lack of information, you know?
But
Like-
but whose fault is that? Because fucking information is at our fingertips, bro. And if you're not using this thing every day to better yourself, come on, man. This is the fucking key to everything.
Yeah, but that same device can keep you where you are.
It can, but you have to be fucking mentally strong enough to not let it keep you where you're at. This is your fucking number one tool, bro. You want to figure out how to fucking make $1 million? How do I make $1 million? What do I need to do? Us three decided we're going to start a podcast. 1, for fun, and 2, to hopefully one day make some more fucking money. I mean, if this thing blows up, we're all going to get paid. If it doesn't blow up, we had a great time. We had some good conversations. People got to fucking laugh at us and make fun of us.
No lost time.
You know?
Yeah.
It ain't fucking hurting us. But if this fucking pans out, we could be sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? I think about how to make more money all the time, bro. Even though I make fucking great money, especially for being single with no kids, you know, I still think about how can I do better? How can I make more?
Yeah.
We talked about this on one of our episodes. I'm not going to sit here and get comfortable at what I'm doing and what I'm making. I want to make twice what I fucking make right now.
Hell yeah.
You know, I want to fucking have badass cars and nice ass clothes and a fucking bitchin' ass house and a hot wife with big fake titties. And I want to pay for all of it.
Why fake tits, bro?
I don't know. Just because she's probably going to be a mom, dude. You know?
So I understand 100% what you're saying, but I think there's people that don't realize that there's something better out there. Like the story of like
How
these
can
guys.
you not realize it, bro?
Yeah,
Everyone's
but,
got
like,
a fucking TV
if
and
you're-
everyone's got internet. How can
Yeah,
you
but
not
like
realize?
okay, if we stick to like the black culture, right? Through the longest time, they've been shown as bad people. Like if it's like, hey, there's a crime, it's always like a black male that's doing it, you know. So it's just this negative view.
There's a
and
negative view on people like me. Muscular, tattooed, white fucking rednecks. Nobody likes us.
Don't you party?
Huh?
Aren't you like a party guy?
Yeah, I mean, kinda, but
No, but here, hold on. What I'm trying to get at is like, for example, there's this story of these gues. I think I don't know it too well, but 3 guys were in a cave, and I guess they had some sort of light or it was the sun hitting them, and so they
the
believed.
sun was hitting him in a cave.
Yeah,
Okay.
there could be fucking whatever.
Got little holes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and they were there for like since a young age, or they were born there, and they believed that their shadows. They didn't know what a shadow was.
Is this a true story?
It's a story. No, it could be. But the shadow they believed was like their god or something. That's all they believed in. They didn't know anything else but the cave.
So they're just sitting there up against the wall, just fucking doing dog puppets.
Yeah. And that was their entertainment. That's all they knew. I'm saying that environment was all that they knew. They didn't believe of anything else but that.
Okay.
They were one day able to find out a way out of the cave. And I don't remember.
I'm guessing it wasn't by way of GPS.
No.
Okay.
But I wish I knew the story a little bit better. But if you believe that your environment is all that there is, how are you going to know what to reach for or what to search up or whatever?
I totally get what you're saying, but how can anybody use that excuse in today's day and age? When you turn on the fucking TV and you see somebody fucking doing whatever they're doing, bro, playing fucking football, making $1 million.
I think, again, it falls back to the environment. I could see something like, that's what I fucking want to be. And then you're like, you tell your people, hey, that's what I'm going to be. No, you're not. Come on. No, you're fucking not. You're going to live here. You're going to stay here.
That right there, what you just said, no, you're not. That's what gives me motivation. Right there. I love when people tell me I'm not going to do something or I can't fucking do something. I want every motherfucker on this podcast to get in the comments and tell me I'm not going to be rich one day.
Please do so.
I'm not going to have fancy things.
Tell.
Every morning when I wake up, I'm going to look at that shit. Dude. Every morning when I wake up, I'm going to look at that shit like, oh, you don't think I'm going to do it, motherfucker? Watch this. Mm-hmm. That's the attitude I have. And when I see something that I want, yeah, it looks like it's fucking unobtainable and it's out of fucking reach. But it's only out of reach. It's, again, negative self-talk. If you tell yourself, I could fucking do that, I can have that, then why not, bro? You know? If you're working at McDonald's and you want to fucking buy a fucking Mercedes-Benz, why the fuck not? Figure out how to not work at McDonald's. Be the best fucking burger flipper you can be until you can fucking upgrade and work at In-N-Out, where they make $25 an hour. And then be the best motherfucking fry maker at In-N-Out that you can be until you can work at a fucking 5-star restaurant as a chef.
There you go.
I think it's definitely possible. It's just I think even nowadays it's even harder than it was before because there's so much distraction.
It's supposed to be hard.
No, I know it's supposed to be hard, but what I'm getting at is like there's too much distraction now. They want to keep you fucking fogged up and not
that's
not
where,
awake.
That's
you know,
where
not
you,
mindful.
But
That's
also a lot of people want it. They don't want to put the work in.
yeah, but that's where you as a
That's
person
where you
have to.
Discipline.
You have to be disciplined, bro. And if there's somebody trying to fucking hold you back from getting it, that's where you just have to work that much harder. You know, you have to have that fucking dog in you to get it, to go after it, bro. You can't take no for an answer. You know?
Hell yeah.
Fuck, I don't know how else to explain it.
No, I get it. I mean, that's why we're fucking doing this. I got the motivation.
I've been doing this my whole life. So I know, I feel it. Like we know what we got. We want to see how other people. Why don't they have it?
Yeah, I want to be the voice for the people.
We want to be the voice.
I just think they don't have it, man, because the way they talk to themselves and their fucking priorities aren't straight.
I think the insecurity part has a lot to do with it as well.
I just think if you're fucking, you can constantly look for an excuse, bro. The excuses are like assholes, and everybody has one. You're gonna find,
Man, that is deep.
That's fucking deep.
That is fucking deep.
You're always
Almost.
You're always gonna find a reason why. Oh, that takes too much work. That's too expensive. That's too hard. Well, it's supposed to be hard, motherfucker. If it was easy, then it wouldn't be worth it. If it was easy to fucking get a six-pack, then nobody would fucking appreciate having a six-pack.
Right?
Yeah. If every motherfucker at the beach had a six-pack of abs, nobody would give a fuck about it. But everybody,
six-pack. I used to have one, man.
but everybody knows how fucking hard it is to have one. Right?
Yeah.
So that's when you see somebody at the fucking beach with a six-pack of abs, you're like, damn, that motherfucker looks good. He worked for that shit. Nobody's just born with that shit.
People used to tell me I was born with all my shit. They were like, "Oh yeah, you just got good genes.
He's talking
just
about
got good genes."
He's talking about the women that used to be in his bed.
Hey.
We're not all blessed in that way, Daniel. Wish some of us were, but
What can I say?
nah, man. I just think it's all about how you talk to yourself and what your goals and aspirations are. And if you tell yourself that you can't have it, then you're probably not gonna fucking have it. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where it starts.
Your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It starts.
It all
with you.
starts from you. Yep.
Man, I
for sure.
love arguing with you guys on this shit.
Hell yeah.
I wish we disagreed more. Well, we're kind
I'm
of
gonna disagree.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
We're gonna disagree.
we're kind of agreeing on this, but like, I don't know.
We agreed on certain shit, but
Yeah.
like I said, I feel humble. I've always been in that range, that humble range.
I want you to stop being so
You're
humble.
you're a fucking what did you say you were?
An asshole?
You're an asshole. You're not humble.
Cocky? Yeah.
Cocky as fuck.
Arrogant? Yeah.
I get it. It's good to be confident.
Self-centered?
Confident. I wouldn't say all that. You're not all that.
No, man, I help.
You're level.
I
You're
help
level.
people.
Yeah, you're level. You're not. He's not everything that he's saying he is like that. He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah. He.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
I don't know, man. I just, yeah, you guys see it and you guys understand what I'm talking about. We all just got to figure out ways to fucking, at the end of the day, we got to be better humans and we got to talk to ourselves better and we got to go after our fucking dreams and our goals.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
You guys got to wake up every morning and look yourself in the fucking mirror and say, I'm a fucking savage.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Gotta believe in yourself.
Mhm.
And if you can't do that, then just enjoy your man titties and your empty wallet and go about your miserable little fucking life.
And fuck what the haters gotta say. Just do you.
Yep.
This is a rough episode, man. But this was I love this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say we ended on that. You know, our last few videos, we ain't got no comments. So come on, guys. Give us some shit. Talk some shit. Tell us what you want to talk about. Call me a piece of shit. Tell me I'm wrong, whatever. But give us something, you know. This ain't easy for us to come up with conversations and things to talk about.
It ain't.
And we're really trying to do this for you guys, as for ourselves. But we want to have some good content. We want to get our views up. Please like, subscribe, share, and help us out. You know,
Help us help you.
Yep.
Yeah, we're having fun with this. Hopefully, you guys are having fun watching. And that's all I got to say on it.
Peace out.
Fucking Power Rangers out. White chocolate, black chocolate, and Colombian coffee. Peace.